Jack, I'm making an omelette just for you. Observe. Got some milk and some eggs and some mushrooms and tomato. Oh, I almost forgot. Come over here. This is the cupboard. I'm looking for an onion. Oh, there it is. I'll pick the onion up and I'll come over here and I'll turn the stove on because I forgot to do it before. I'll get a frying pan out. Here's the frying pan. See? It's the frying pan. I'll put it on the stove and I'll put some oil in it because you need to put oil into a frying pan so it can fry, because if there's no oil in a frying pan to fry, then it's just a pan. I'm going to put the phone down now and chop the onion, because that's the first thing that I have to do, is chop the onion. So I'm chopping the onion for the omelette. Hopefully the eggs are good today. I bought them myself, so if they're not good today, I'll have to take them back to the shop. I bought them from Coles because I didn't get them for free. It's the Coles that Troy works at. When I went to buy these eggs, there was no one there that I was talking to, because normally I'll talk to Troy when I go to buy eggs and stuff, but Troy works at another shop now, so I didn't talk to Troy that day when I bought these eggs. So I guess you could say it was a pretty boring trip to Coles that day. But it wasn't daytime, it was night time. I'm going to put the onion into the frying pan now so they can fry. And while the frying pan is frying the eggs, I'll chop up the mushrooms. See the mushrooms, Jack? I've got 4 of them. No, I've got 5 of them. There's another little one. I bought them from Coles as well. It was the same Coles that Troy wasn't at. But I bought them from there anyway, because I decided that I wanted mushrooms. But then I forgot to use them. And they've been sitting in the fridge for a few days, so you can see they're a bit shriveled, Jack. See how my mushroom is shriveled? My mushrooms are shriveled, Jack. But they'll still be okay for the omelette. The omelette that was pretty much courtesy of the Coles that Troy doesn't work at anymore. I'm going to put the mushroom into the frying pan now, Jack. And I'll chop up this tomato. Just 1 tomato, not 2 tomatoes. Just 1 tomato. Because if you put 2 tomatoes in, it'll be too much. So, just 1 tomato. I'm chopping the tomato. Still chopping the tomato. Almost finished chopping the tomato. Okay, I'll finish chopping the tomato. I just gave the onion and the mushrooms a bit of a stir, Jack, because that's what you have to do sometimes. When you're frying stuff in the frying pan, you have to stir them. And now I'm going to get a bowl out of the drawer. See the drawer, Jack? It's got bowls in it. So I'm going to get a bowl out of the bowl drawer. I'll fix that up properly so it's see how it's neatly in the other bowl? Yeah, just so my OCD's okay. Don't worry about the other messy things in the drawer though, because that doesn't bother my OCD. Here's the bowl, Jack. See the bowl? This is the bowl. I'm going to use the bowl for mixing up the eggs in it. Here's an egg, Jack. See? Gonna crack it. Oh, it's a good egg, Jack. It's a very good egg. Hopefully the second egg is just going to be just a good egg, Jack. Oh, it is a very good egg, Jack. Jack, we are bad eggs. We are not good eggs. We are eggs of the lowest quality. But that's okay, Jack, because society's not very good either. So maybe that means that maybe we're a little bit better than not good eggs. Maybe we're okay eggs. I don't know. I'm not an expert on eggs. I'm just beating them. See, Jack, I'm beating the eggs. Still beating the eggs. Just beating the eggs some more. I'm going to put milk in it. See, this is milk? It comes from a cow, Jack. See? I also got this from Coles. It's the same Coles that Troy doesn't work at anymore. But they still sell milk for some reason. I don't know. I'm mixing the milk in there with the eggs now. See? See the milk? Well, you can't really see the milk. It's more of a milk-egg combination. I'm going to put the exhaust fan on, Jack, because it's getting a bit smoky in here. Because I don't cook for a living, Jack. I'm an effective senior customer relationship manager for a living. Well, not an effective senior customer relationship manager, but a senior customer relationship manager, all the same. I don't cook omelettes for a living. So occasionally there might be a bit of burning, but that's okay. Because I'm not a good egg, Jack. And neither are you. So it's alright then. I'm going to put the tomatoes in the frying pan for frying now, Jack. I'll put them in there so they can fry a bit. So they're ready for me to pour the eggs in for the omelette. This is me. This is the start of the omelette, Jack. See the start of the omelette? It's going to be very tasty, Jack. I think I might put some olives in the omelette as well. An omelette with olives. Here's the olives, Jack. See the olives? I got them from the Coles. It's the Coles that Troy doesn't work at anymore. But the Coles are still okay. And I was able to get olives from there. So I'll put the olives in the saucepan. Well, no, it's not a saucepan, is it? There's no sauce in there. Do you see any sauce, Jack? I don't see any sauce in there. I see things frying. Because it's a frying pan. And I've got my phone upside down now. Wait a minute and I'll turn it up the right side. There you go. Oh, look at that, Jack. The olives and the tomatoes, and the onions and the mushrooms are all frying in the frying pan, Jack. I'm putting the other olives back in the fridge, Jack. I might get some garlic out as well. It says open and use within 5 days, but I opened this about 2 months ago and it hasn't killed me yet. So I'm going to put the phone down and use both hands to put the garlic in. Oh, look at the garlic, Jack. Look at the garlic. Oh, it's such garlicky goodness. I'm putting the garlic back in the fridge, Jack, because that's where you put the garlic, because it says, look, refrigerate after opening. It also says nutritional information as well. You see that? And our promise. But the phone's a bit blurry, so I can't read what else is written on it. But the garlic goes in the fridge, Jack. I'll get this margarine out, Jack, for the toast. I forgot to put the bread in the toaster. You know, toast isn't toast unless the bread has been toasted, Jack. Otherwise it's just bread. I'm opening the bread bag up. I'm having some difficulty because I'm not a professional bread bag opener, Jack. But I got it. See the bread? I'm going to put it in the toaster now, Jack. The toaster's a bit small for these big bits of bread, so I'll have to toast one side and then the other side. See? They're sticking out, Jack. I don't know if the toaster will blow up, but we'll find out. Look at the frying pan frying. It's frying, Jack. It's frying all the delicious ingredients that I chopped up and put in there. Because it's a frying pan. It's not a sauce pan. There's no sauce in it. Do you see any sauce? Do you see any sauce, Jack? I'm going to turn it down a little bit now because I'm going to put the eggs in. See, I've turned it down. I'm going to pour the eggs in now. I'm going to put this phone down so it's pointing at it. Here, look. See, the eggs are in the frying pan. Now I'm going to get some cheese to put on the top of it. We're not in America. I know Americans like to put cheese on everything, but I like to put cheese on things sometimes as well, Jack. So I'm going to put some cheese on this omelette. I keep the cheese in a plastic bag because I'm not together enough to put Glad wrap on it. So I just keep it in a plastic bag. So I'll take it out of the plastic bag, Jack. So before I do that, I'll close up the bread bag because I can't have the bread bag sitting there with nothing. And I'll put the bread bag away so if there's anything around they don't get to it. Not that I have rodent... Oh, sorry for dropping you, Jack. Not that I have any rodent infestation, but it's nice to be able to know that there's nothing eating your bread. There's nothing worse than something coming along and eating your bread. Well, there is. There is. There's cancer, Jack. There's cancer. That's worse than having something coming along and eating your bread. And maybe having to work with an individual day after day.